everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Clarissa and this is Coffee and Budgets, where I am managing a low income with high expectations. If you are new to my channel, hey, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey, welcome back. First and foremost, I do want to say thank you to everyone, my new subscribers, even, the ones that have been here with me since the beginning. I really do appreciate y'all. I'm still trying to respond and keep up with new comments that are coming in. I know I have a few emails that I have to respond to. I promise I will get to y'all as soon as possible. And then comments from my other videos that I'm trying to respond to. It's just been an overwhelming amount of support from this community, and I really appreciate it. I can't thank y'all enough. One thing I do want to address is, I know it may have seemed like I was complaining about my situation, but y'all, this is not the first time I've lived in a one-bedroom with my family. We've lived in a one-bedroom previously, and it wasn't an issue. I just want to give some clarity. I was more so frustrated because the owners of the property, I felt as though they were trying to get over on me in a way. And I felt like they were trying to do that because, number one, I'm a mom, and I feel like, it's almost like catch and prey. Like, you can sense someone's weakness, and I don't have the means to just up and, move somewhere else. So I felt like they, tried to attack that and pretty much just, just trying to get over on me. Because like I said, before I went in there, because I knew the increase was coming, but I thought it was going to be like $25 or something. I spoke to my mom and I'm like, hey, and she was just like, well, they were trying to take her rent from, $875 to like $1,250 for her 2-bedroom. But she was just like, no. And so that's when they went down to the $950 for, her apartment. And then when I get in there, they're like, oh, for your 1-bedroom, it's going to be $1,000. And then I was like, no, that's just not happening. I already, know what's going on, and I know what you're trying to do. So it's just mainly out of frustration of people just trying to take advantage. And it just wasn't right to me. So with that being said, I have a year to figure some things out. Of course, to move us out of here and be a little bit more comfortable. I'll get into that in another video of some other things that I am considering. I have read mostly everyone's comments. I've gotten some really good advice. I really do appreciate everything. So with that being said, I do want to go ahead and get into this 1-week check-in. Sorry about that. So most of my bills have been paid. The only thing that has not been paid is the car note. So I will tell y'all why. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Oops. Okay, there we go. So, there are a couple of things that I did do differently. So I did switch over to Mint Mobile. And so I don't have a phone bill due until January 8th, they had a promotion, pretty much $15 per month for 3 months. And it was just the upfront of $45. And so my next payment is due January 8th. If I want to do 3 months, it's going to be $120. If I want to do the full year, it's going to be $360. And this is the unlimited plan that I do have. So I definitely want to do the 1 year. So I'm going to try and save that up just so that, you know, as the year goes on for 2025, I can just add money to that fund, and just have it as a sinking fund in my high yield. Wi-Fi, I did pay that at $90.47. I am trying to see if I can get on the assistant plan where it's $19.99 a month. Hopefully that goes through for the month of November. I did have to submit my government assistance paperwork. Lights, of course, came in at $174.79. Again, I am going to wait until April to get some cold months into the billing. That way, once April or May comes, probably in April, I will sign up for the average billing, because right now they have me at $153. So it is starting to get cold. It's cold. It's not very cold, but it's cold this morning. So I just want to get these colder months in. Daycare was paid. That was paid in cash. My credit card was paid at $18. Insurance is paid at $229.91. This is just the lowest that I can get it at the moment. My daughter's phone bill, it came in at $27.64. I did cancel title. So that is no longer there as of now. And then my car note. Okay, so I don't know what it was, but I was like, instead of paying the car note, let me transfer it over to my high yield savings account. Let it sit there and grow some interest for the next couple of weeks. And then when I get my last paycheck of October, I just transfer it back into my checking account and, you know, pay the card note before the end of the month. Okay, so I did that. I'm actually filming this on my off day. Well, it's not, it's an unexpected off day. So I left work early yesterday, Tuesday, and I ended up in the ER. And I decided to take off today too, because it was just too much, y'all. So yesterday I was at work and I'm literally sitting there, you know, just typing prescriptions. One of my orders came in, or no, 2 orders came in, and I do those. And I sit back down at my desk and like out of nowhere, like my chest just starts hurting. And I felt like somebody was like literally sitting on my chest. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, let me take my blood pressure medicine. I didn't take it. Because I am on blood pressure medicine. And so I took it and it would not stop. It would not stop. Like it hurt. It was hurting so bad that I started crying and I ended up going to the ER. So I had an anxiety attack, and me being a technician, I should know that like anxiety attacks can be mistaken for like having a heart attack, because that's what I thought it was. But y'all, like it was a mess. And then when I got there, my blood pressure was 175/105 or something like that, or maybe it was like both of those numbers were high. Anyway, they prescribed me some diazepam and to calm me down, because that's what it was. I had an anxiety attack. And I think what happened was I was overwhelmed. I'm stressed out. And like, I'm trying to get things moving forward. And it's like, I feel like I'm trying to get too much done at once, because I'm like, I'm not drowning. It's just, I'm barely making it. And, which leads me into this next, something else I'm about to tell y'all. Y'all, I'm not getting a raise. Your girl is not getting a raise. Let me just tell you how I know I'm not getting a raise. It was not said, but you can read the room or the writings on the wall. So I went on ahead and I asked my boss, if we can discuss my, like, a review, and for like a raise and things like that. Y'all, I had my notes and stuff. I had my notes in my phone. I had everything laid out, set out. And he's like, okay, sure, I will, call you the following day, after 5. I'm like, okay, cool. So he never called me after 5. So I tried to call him, and y'all know those automated text messages where it says, I'll call you right back. That's what was sent to me. And then, when I saw it, and then it said notification silent. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll try to talk to him, the next day, which I think was that Thursday. And so I tried to call him. He didn't answer. And this is while I was at work. I tried to call him and he didn't answer. But then he called me like a couple of hours later, asking me about something that had went on with inventory. So I'm like, okay. I spoke to him about it, and I was like, hey, when are we going to get a chance to talk about, my review? And he was like, we'll discuss that. And I'm like, okay, do you know when? Yeah, I'll call you. And I was just like, okay. So from last Thursday to this past Sunday, I've been working on my resume. And then I kind of had like this fear. That was another part of why I was feeling what I was feeling, because I guess I got I'm too comfortable at this job, to the point where it was just like, okay, well, maybe, but I had to go ahead and update my resume and fix that up. And then I'm filming this on Wednesday. So, I do plan on filling out some job applications and getting some other stuff done, because that was just like, yeah. So, with that being said, also being that I went to the emergency room, I ended up spending about $20 from the car note money. And my car note is $294. So, now I have to figure out how I am going to come up with $114 by the end of the month. Now, I do get paid next week. The only thing is I only have 4 hours of sick time left. And if you are new to my channel, I work for an independent pharmacy, and we only get 40 hours of vacation time and 40 hours of sick time per calendar year. And I used all my vacation, and I only have 4 hours of sick time left. So what I plan to do is, I plan to use 4 hours of my sick time, for when I didn't realize that was Wednesday, but for Tuesday, I plan on using 4 hours of my sick time to be added onto my check. So I'm going to be losing about 8.5 hours for next week. And I have to pay rent. So I may have to pull out of my savings just to make my car note payment before the 1st. Which, I mean, I have to do what I have to do. And we'll see what happens on my next paycheck next week. But, I mean, at least I know what I'm looking at. I'm gonna, a day's work is like $150. So I'm gonna be $150 short on my paycheck. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have to pull from what little savings I do have. And just make it work. And if that doesn't happen, then I will see if I can pay half of my car note. If I can pay half of my car note next week, and then pay the other half when I get paid with my first paycheck in November, which will make it, I'll be late, and it'll be a late fee, which I think the late fee is like $10. But we'll see. We will see. I'll see if I can make some adjustments. But that's just pretty much an update as far as, you know, what's been going on. So I've made a little bit of progress. Not much. It's been probably like a full week since I've been like working on everything. But yeah, that's pretty much it with my check-in. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. If you like this kind of content, or if you enjoyed this video, if something in this video resonates with you. And until then, I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.